you doing here? How long do you think we'll be standing here?
As long as God will. And as long as there's grace to be out. Huh? You aren't supposed to be here. What's it going to be? I'm losing my patience.
I'm sick of this place.
Same here.
You no business here,
There's nothing here for you.
That's one hell of a bloody pit. I've got everything I need to make the plague mask. Now, just to actually make it.
You're not supposed to be here.
You know how I mentioned... Fight.
By all the saints, you won't knock it off, will you? Go on then.
Why, use...
I need to ask you something.
Look, you probably shouldn't be here, right? You heard the talk. They say there's some pestilence going round.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here. I'm not exactly feeling... Oh, my best. Tell me what I need to know. Oh, and I'll be off.
Christ almighty! What do you want to know? I'll tell you anything, just don't come any closer.
Have you noticed anything odd lately? Suspicious?
What, during work? We're at it from dusk till dawn. No time to be watching what's going on.
Sure, but while you're working, you must hear a thing or two. You know how folk chatter while they work.
Well, I suppose there are two groups of workers here. Us lot working above ground, and another lot working down in the crypt. We don't talk to each other much.
Why not?
They're a right bunch of bastards. Maybe because they've been at it longer than us. They hardly ever come up before we knock off. Some of them probably even sleep down there. Ugh.
Why are there two crews here?
We take care of everything above ground. They're dealing with that collapse into the crypt. We hardly ever see each other.
Where can I find the other crew?
Their tents are right next to the monastery wall.
Who's in charge of your lot?
Now, Andra, our foreman. But the work's clearly laid out. He doesn't have time to be breathing down our necks all the time.
I haven't seen him around. Where can I find him?
No idea. Truth be told, I haven't seen him myself in a while.
And that doesn't strike you as odd?
You think, what, he's sick too?
Well, he's definitely not in the infirmary. Hopefully he's all right. Thanks. That'll be all. Now that looks a bit dodgy.
Huh? Ah, there you are! You horse son!
Hey, get out of here! We're under quarantine, didn't you hear?
hope this works.
Here you are, you bastard!
Fucking job.
Oh, bloody hell. Ah, damn.
What? Huh?
You deserve a kick in the teeth for what you've done.
Let's hope the mask does the trick. A drawing of some kind of cross. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, rotting corpses. Eh? What's this?
Fucking hell. Why is he poking his nose into this? Hey! What the?
You're the one who locked me in there.
How did you get out?
Why the fuck did you do that? Wait, you're the foreman, aren't you?
Shut up! You found Bavo, didn't you? Hand it over.
Calm down and drop the weapon, or I'll report you to the abbot.
And how would you do that? You're not getting out of here alive.
What the hell are you on about? What do you want from me?
You know what I'm on about, Kavar. And I know he's here somewhere. Boleslav Bavo. I'll rip it out of your cold, dead hands when I'm done with you. It'll look like an accident. You weren't supposed to be here. We tried to stop you. But it's high, and you broke your neck.
You've completely lost it.
That doesn't matter anymore. Or anything else. Die! That's a fight. You wanna try me? Hey! Get it! fucker! You won't be able to take another one like that. Come on then! You're not getting out of here alive!
You won't get me!
Stick your eyes out!
Let's hope the masters are...
The bastard. He must know about Bavo. Hey!
You're... What? Wait,
Should hand.
What the hell are you...
You know what I'm on about.
calm down.
Oh, it'll.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Who's this Bavor, anyway?
That doesn't matter anymore. Oh, damn you. You're not getting out of here alive. You're not getting out of here alive.
I need to get back to Albig.
What the... Ah, there you are, you whore son! What? There's a burglary! Here you are, you bastard! Wait! Don't move! Give up! I said surrender!
Enough! The abbot will decide. I'll take you to... Christ, Albig! What happened? Are you alright?
I am, yes. But it looks like we've been robbed.
Why? And who did it, for Christ's sake?
Gentlemen, please. Keep it down. You're disturbing the patients. For God's sake. What happened here? What a mess.
What do you think? Someone was clearly looking for something.
But there's nothing of value here.
Well, actually...
Albig! You brought them here? What were you thinking?
And was I supposed to leave them unsupervised?
And? Were they stolen?
Thank the Lord, no. I still had them on me.
Can someone tell me what exactly was nearly stolen?
As you know, Henry, I spent a good part of my life at King Wenceslas's court, tending to his health. Thanks to that, I learned much about his private life, what ailed him, how and when he got injured, and what treatments I used. I recorded all my findings and methods, partly in case anyone cast doubts on them, and partly for others to copy, if necessary. If these detailed records were to fall into the wrong hands, I dare not imagine the consequences.
Plenty of folk would pay handsomely for them.
Or tried to steal them for that very reason.
Who could have got in and made such a mess?
I was busy tending the sick. I noticed nothing.
Nor did I, I'm afraid. There's work here for 3 more physicians.
That actually made it quite easy for the culprit.
But we still don't know who to suspect.
Surely you realize the abbot himself might be interested in those records.
Father Jan? Nonsense. We've known each other for years.
Not quite well enough. When he heard you were coming, he was pressing me to persuade you to let him read them.
But that's out of the question. Absolutely not.
That's exactly what I told him. The look on his face. If looks could kill, I'd be dead.
How did he even hear about them?
Their existence is no secret. Even King Sigismund mentioned them to me once or twice. And if he ever said anything in front of the abbot...
And the thief waited until the monastery was closed?
So, Albic isn't leaving. Even if he wanted to.
Let's not jump to conclusions. And don't start pointing fingers. Henry, go and ask Brother Benedict and Dinesh in the infirmary if they noticed anything. Maybe we'll get lucky.
All right, then. I'll return to my patients and pretend nothing's amiss. No need to alarm them over this.
Right. Agreed.
Lord have mercy.
Wait!
You never
I
saw that
surrender.
coming.
The abbot will decide what, and I don't want to hear any...
I'll go up.
Henry, I won't tolerate such behavior. I thought the infection was the only disaster I'd have to deal with. For the sake of my friendship with Albic, I'm willing to overlook your transgression. Pray that God will be equally understanding. Follow the knights to the infirmary, and no more nonsense along the way.
What?
Did you see anyone go in or out of our room?
I'm not sure. I think I saw a monk go in. I couldn't say who.
A monk? You mean Benedict?
No, it wasn't him. But hard to say. Damn it, why do they all look the same in here?
It's not exactly helpful, I know. Any idea when that was?
Roughly an hour ago? Maybe 2. Has something happened?
Damn it. Never mind. Better if you ask Zacharias.
Next time, have a bath before you come to see me, you pig.
Did you notice anything suspicious this past hour?
One of the sick men has been throwing up constantly, and I suspect another one's faking it to skip work.
No, I need to know if anyone's been nosing around our room.
I spent most of my time with the vomiting one, or out in the yard scrubbing his bedding. I didn't see anyone.
Someone went through our room, or rather tossed it all about. Likely looking for something.
And what about the alchemy lab? Was that turned over too?
No. I think that one's untouched.
Oh, thank God. I'll go check it anyway, just to be sure. Was anything stolen?
That's the thing. Nothing was taken, so we don't even know what they were after.
I should have been more watchful, right? I'm sorry. I promise I'll keep a better eye on things from now on.
Don't beat yourself up. It's not your fault. Will you tell me more about yourself?
I can try. What would you like to know?
How did you get to the monastery?
Well, I walked. Or do you mean why I entered the abbey?
I'm more interested in that.
Very well. My parents are long dead, but I have 3 older brothers as well as 2 sisters. That is, I had 3, but one of them didn't live to see her first birthday. Nonetheless, I was born 6th. You see, I'm not a fighter, so I didn't join the army, and after paying for my sisters' weddings, I couldn't afford to go to university.
So you had no choice?
Something like that. But I'm happy to be here. In just under 2 years, I've learnt many things. Perhaps the Lord will provide, and one day I'll be in charge of the entire hospital.
What did you do before you joined the Abbey?
When my parents were still alive, I cared for them. And when they died, I started my postulancy.
Why did you have to care for them? You have a lot of siblings.
My sisters got married, my brothers left to search for work, and we never saw them again. My parents had nobody else left.
It was kind of you to take on that responsibility.
I didn't think of it as a responsibility. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
So you were with your parents until they...
Until they died. It was really challenging for me. But I feel it helped me discover my calling.
Caring for the sick, you mean?
Yes.
Why do you work at the infirmary, of all places?
It's my divine calling.
What do you mean, divine calling?
The Lord chose me to become a healer, but he allowed me to learn through life and discover things for myself.
What, your divine calling is washing the sick, feeding them, emptying their bedpans?
Not just that. I mix potions, change the bedding, keep inventory of what's been used each day and what's needed for the next. And when I have some free time, I search the scriptorium for books on alchemy. There's a bunch of old tomes there full of long-forgotten recipes. I'm boring you, aren't I? Forgive me.
How did you discover you were supposed to become a healer?
I came to realize diseases don't cause me fear or aversion. Or compassion, for that matter.
But isn't that natural? When you see someone suffering, you shouldn't just be completely indifferent.
Imagine you have a stoneworker with a crushed foot come in. Bones poking out and bleeding like a stuck pig. Is it better to comfort him, or to decide in time that he'll probably lose the foot anyway, tourniquet the wound, and go and get a saw?
It sounds like you're in the right place then.
I'm glad you think so. And between us, so do I.
How's life in the Abbey?
You're expecting me to complain, aren't you? I'm perfectly happy with a routine life. You eat from the same bowls at the same table every morning. Prayer is at the same time every day. And I fall asleep in the same bed every night. What more could you want?
If I ever need my wounds treated, can I come to you?
Of course. It's my job after all. I'm here most days, so you know where to find me.
I think I need some treating.
Is that so? You don't seem to be suffering too much. Forgive me, I have much to do.
Lord have mercy.
I spoke with Benedict and Dennis. Neither noticed a thing.
I thought as much. We've all had our hands full here. So, we still know nothing.
I might have something, but I'm not sure yet how it ties to those records.
What do you mean?
I went down to the crypt, and I found open tombs and rotting corpses.
Good God!
No sign of a mass grave, though. Just individual tombs.
That's both good and bad news. At least we can now rule out the plague. But if the workers caught something from the air around those tombs, then anyone else could catch it too. Why did they even open them?
They were probably looking for something inside. I found this sketch.
That looks like the emblem of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. But why would they look for it among deceased abbots? Even putting aside that it's sacrilege, I don't see the connection.
Nor do I. But there must be one, because they locked me in the crypt over it.
What?
He was the workers' foreman. He kept going on about some Bavor. He must have thought I'd found whatever they were after. I tried explaining I hadn't the faintest idea what he meant, but he went completely mad. In the end, he came at me.
And?
Well, I had to defend myself. God rest his soul.
I'm at my wit's end. Under normal circumstances, I'd report it, but maybe we'd better keep all this to ourselves. For now, at least. That Bavor fellow, The name means nothing to me, but I'd suggest mentioning it to Librarian Crispin. With luck, he'll find something in the archives that sheds some light on how it all connects to those open tombs. But best do it tomorrow. This evening's been more than enough. One adventure a day is plenty.
Agreed. Let's clear up the room, then sleep.
We'll be wiser come morning.
Shappy beast. Kick its ass. You stop that, for Christ!
Good morning, everyone. I trust you've had a decent sleep. The sick are waiting, and being tired doesn't excuse us from our duties.
All right, give me a moment. Then we'll go and check on the patients. And where's Benedict, anyway?
If I may, gentlemen. Haven't you heard? There was a fire here last night.
A fire? Here at the monastery?
The small shed by the mill house burned down, but it was probably just an unfortunate accident. Thank the Lord it's all over now.
Was hurt?
Well, that's the thing. No one burned, but there were 2 men in the shed. Or rather, 2 bodies.
Bodies? Whose were they, for God's sake?
That... I don't know, sir.
And how do you know they didn't die in the flames? Just because they weren't burnt to cinders doesn't prove anything.
I didn't see them, but they said there were no burns, and it didn't look like they'd suffocated either.
So, how did they end up there? What killed them? Didn't anyone tell you about them?
They were sent to be washed, but the washers noticed, signs.
Who found them? And how did he get them out?
Elijah, one of the lay brothers. He ran into the flames thinking he could save them, but they were already dead.
And what was he doing outside in the middle of the night? You don't suppose he had something to do with it?
He's never been any trouble. There's no reason to suspect him.
How do you know about these signs? Did someone examine them?
No, they were only to be washed, but when the signs of illness were spotted, the abbot ordered them locked away in the hops store. Ludolf promised he'd send one of his men to guard the door. No one is to go near them.
That was highly irresponsible. Someone needs to examine them thoroughly. We can't afford uncertainty.
You want to bring them to the infirmary with the others? No. Let them stay locked away somewhere separate.
Are you afraid the other sick might get even worse? At least we could have them all in one place.
Was anyone else there besides Elijah?
No, or at least no one I know of. I'll leave you to it now. If you need me, I'll be with the sick.
I'm going too. Disease? Fire? What next? A swarm of locusts?
First they ransacked my room, now this. I don't like it one bit.
Do you think the fire's got anything to do with what they were after in your chambers?
Who knows? I feel like someone wants us gone, and they're trying to frighten us into leaving.
All the more reason to get to the bottom of this.
But I can hardly go poking around myself to find out what really happened.
Don't worry. That's what I'm here for.
Well, maybe Zacharias was right after all. You never know when an aid like that might come in handy. So, what's your plan?
Quite a few things, actually. I'll take a look around the burned-down shed. There might still be some clues.
Good idea. It might have just been an accident, but it won't hurt to make sure.
I should probably speak with the lay brother who pulled the bodies out of the flames.
Elijah, right? But be gentle. No one should have to go through what he did last night.
What about the corpses? You said you wanted to examine them.
And that's what I'll do. We can't afford doubts when there's a deadly illness spreading.
But Benedict said the abbot forbade it, and that one of the knights is watching over them.
If he's got any sense at all, he'll understand this is serious. A proper diagnosis is key to the next step.
Whoever it is, he's still following orders. He'll know the risk if he disobeys them.
So what do you suggest I do?
Leave it to me.
So what you're saying is, use an unorthodox approach.
Well, I'm no physician like you, but I've learned a lot about the illness. I could say I'm your apprentice.
That won't be enough.
Then I'll explain to him the same way you did to me. We need to examine them and find out what was wrong with them, or we'll never get anywhere with treatment.
That's probably best. But you must examine them thoroughly. And don't be repulsed.
So, what exactly should I be looking for?
Anything unusual. You know well the symptoms the sick here have, but a keen eye may spot other signs too. If you're not sure, just try to remember what you saw. If you describe it to me later, I should be able to identify it.
I can't think of anything else.
Nor can I. Well then, best of luck.
I'm investigating the source of that illness that's been spreading around here, and I could use your learned knowledge.
I'm listening.
I came across a rather peculiar name. Boleslav Bavor. Does that ring a bell? Are there any records on him, perhaps?
Boleslav Bavor? I know that name. Long ago, just after taking my vows, I briefly looked into his legacy. There was some connection to the monastery crypt, if I recall.
Really? Because I actually came across it in the crypt.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, I ran into some laborers down there. From what I gathered, they were trying to rob some of the graves, and they were looking for Bavor, or something connected to him.
By Christ, they were after the relic.
What are you talking about? What relic?
There's a possibility that Bavor was buried here along with a certain relic. That's what got me interested back then.
What sort of relic are we talking about?
I don't know exactly, but certainly something very rare. I believe it's linked to Jesus Christ himself, but I can't tell you for sure right now. It's been many years, and even back then I never found anything substantial apart from Bavor's records of his travels. In the end, I concluded that the whole tale of the relic was likely just Bavor's own fabrication.
That's a shame. It was just starting to get interesting. Still, I'd very much like to have a look at the travel records, just in case.
I'd be glad to show them to you to examine, but first we must report those vile thieves to the abbot.
You're right. The abbot ought to be told, but it's probably not wise to burden him with it now. Right now, we need to deal with the illness. Once things have settled down, we can make sure those thieves get what they deserve. Besides, we've got almost no proof yet. If I manage to investigate the matter of Bavor more thoroughly, I might stumble on something.
Still, it's a serious thing. We mustn't wait too long.
Of course. Once I've gathered the evidence, I'll explain everything to the abbot straight away. And now I'd like to take a proper look at Bavor's travel records.
Of course. Give me a few moments. I'll find them for you. And I believe Bavor's name also appeared in some old accounts. I'll try to track those down too. His journey through the Holy Land. And I've also found these old accounts. Feel free to study them too. I'm curious myself what conclusion you'll come to, if any.
It really says here that he acquired a holy relic. Let's see how it continues. According to the journal, Bavor had himself buried here with his holy treasure. That sounds pretty clear. Let's see what the accounts say. So Bavor gave the monastery a generous donation and paid for a chapel mural painting. And still, despite all the records and mentions, Crispin had his doubts. Why? I read the journal. A lovely tale. It really brought the Holy Land to life.
And?
And it says the relic Bavor acquired was a splinter from the true cross of Christ.
Holy Virgin! Such a sacred treasure!
And according to the book, Sir Boleslav was to be buried with the relic in the monastery crypt.
So it says in the book. I also found my old notes and remembered how it all went back then. I too searched for Bavor's grave. I even dared venture into the crypt, but despite all my efforts, I never found it.
How is that even possible? A grave can't just disappear.
Quite frankly, I don't know. And I didn't know then either. Once I was convinced none of the graves belonged to Bavor, I laid the matter before the abbot, but not our father Jan. This was over 20 years ago when Abbot Vitus held office. May the Lord grant him eternal peace. Together we came to the conclusion that Bavor's tale was likely at least partly, perhaps entirely, made up.
Why would it be made up? Surely Sir Boleslav wouldn't lie about something so serious.
The book's one thing, but there's not a single other mention anywhere. The grave's missing, the relic's nowhere to be found. Can you think of another explanation, then?
The account books mention that Bavor had a sarcophagus made at his own expense.
That's possible. Does it mean anything?
If he paid for it himself, there had to be a reason. Masonry work like that is no small matter. And it's odd, isn't it? He sorted it all out in detail with the monastery to have his tomb here. Then he wasn't even buried here.
You're right. I never made that connection before.
But why would Bavor do that? What would he gain by deceiving everyone here?
If memory serves, he had some disputes over property. Maybe he wanted to improve his reputation.
Well, that's mentioned in the text, but lies wouldn't have helped him. Quite the opposite, if he'd been found out.
You'd be surprised how short-sighted some folk can be. But I agree. Something about it doesn't sit right.
And what about the mural mentioned in the accounts? Does it really exist?
Yes, it's in one of the chapel naves. It depicts several scenes from Bavor's alleged adventures.
Well, then that proves Bavor's story wasn't just made up. Surely the abbot back then wouldn't have approved such a mural in the main church if he hadn't believed it was true.
If the former abbot believed Bavor wasn't a liar, but a real hero of the Holy Land, I'll believe him too.
All the more reason I want to see it for myself.
No harm in trying. At the very least, it's a fine piece of work.
Bavor mentions in his journal that he received a great fortune from the King of Cyprus, and the account records say he gave a generous donation to the monastery. Do you think that was made up too?
They confirm at best that Bavor had wealth, not where it came from. According to the late Abbot Vitus, he might have gained that fortune by plundering or as spoils of war, and the tale of the Holy Land was just a cover to mask the dishonorable origin of his riches.
Well, I've never been to the Holy Land, but I've seen plenty of wrongdoings, even here in Bohemia. And if Bavor really wanted to cover up how he got his coin, he could have built a village, built a fortress, or who knows, bought up a mine. He could have done any number of smarter things than spinning a tale about a heroic journey halfway across the world, don't you think?
I'm no expert in fraud, but yes, he chose a rather complicated cover-up if that's what it was.
Don't you think this whole thing is a bit too complicated? Every explanation for why Bavor would lie seems more convoluted than just acknowledging it's true.
Listening to you now, it's like hearing my younger self. And I sound exactly like Abbot Vitus. His view was that Bavor's story was fiction. He told me I'd be better off letting it go.
What exactly did he say?
That I should stop chasing old crusaders and focus on real, meaningful work.
Why didn't you stand your ground?
I couldn't argue with the abbot. What he said went. And I was just a lowly monk, barely past my vows. I had to obey. In time, I learned to let some things lie. Those who dig too deep may uncover what they'd rather not.
I'm not blaming you, but I think it's time we reopened that old inquiry of yours and saw it through. And maybe we'll finally unravel Bavor's mystery together.
If that relic really does exist, and it surfaced now, it'd surely be a sign from the Lord, a sign of hope in these desperate times.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We've not even found Bavor's tomb. Without it, we're stuck. I'll return to the crypt and see if the workers left any trace.
I might have missed something myself back then. Take this and study it closely. It's a drawing of Bavor's family coat of arms I came across years ago. According to this, you'll know if it's truly the grave of Sir Boleslav. Yes, the mural in the chapel, paid for by Bavor himself, also bears his coat of arms.
Those workers, if they really were after Bavor, they only had a drawing of the Jerusalem cross. But if he was buried under his family crest, no wonder they opened the wrong graves.
Yes, that could be it. Study that sketch well, so you won't make the same mistake.
Thank you. I'll head off at once.
Just be careful, please. You know the abbot's orders, the disease, all this misfortune.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
And in the crypt, show respect to the eternal rest of those buried there, especially now, with death haunting the monastery.
Do you know where Elijah is? I really need a word with him.
I'm not sure if he's still there, but I think I saw him heading to the cellar this morning. He looked rough.
As we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of you here. Which one of you is Elijah?
Don't talk to me.
Are you with me? I've got something to perk you up a bit.
What is it? Schnapps?
We're out of schnapps. So stop whining and drink.
Oh, bloody awful stuff.
So, feeling any better?
Better? I wish. Oh, it's all coming back to me.
That's good. I need to know what happened during the night.
I don't want to talk about it. Don't make me.
I get it. You don't want to remember. I've seen some nasty things too. But sometimes it helps to talk to someone. It's definitely better than drowning your wits in schnapps.
Well, all right. What do you want to know?
How did you even notice the fire? What were you doing outside?
I couldn't sleep, so I went for a walk. It was just chance.
Just chance? You sure? I don't think the abbot would be happy about folk wandering around at night.
So what if I took a little walk?
You sure you weren't sneaking off somewhere for a drink? You seem smart enough not to keep your booze where someone might find it. I bet you've got a nice little stash, eh?
All right. Maybe I did head off to the back pond for a nightcap. I heard a dog barking like mad, so I went to see what was going on. I should have just kept out of it.
Did you see anyone else at the fire?
No. Just the dog was there.
When you dragged out those two bodies, what did you do then?
While I was pulling out the second one, other people had noticed the fire. One of the knights grabbed me and started yelling that I was the arsonist. Luckily, he saw the bodies and how I was covered in, well, the same filth they were. Then the people from the monastery came. They sent me away and took the bodies off somewhere. I don't know what happened after that.
I need to ask about the dead, too. Did you notice anything odd about them?
I couldn't see much. It was as dark as a sinner's soul. But they were soaked. Soaked to the bone. And also, how to say it? Filthy. Both of them.
Filthy from what?
From shit.
Right. That can happen after death.
No, I mean they were completely covered in it. Like someone had dunked them in it. Oh.
Are you sure they were already dead when you pulled them out?
Aye.
And may I ask how you knew?
When I carried them out, I thought I'd roast alive in seconds. But they were cold as ice. And
One of them was already stiff as a board. When I laid him down, he just crunched. Oh.
Do you have any idea who those two were?
I've no idea. It was dark. I couldn't see their faces. Thank God. As it is, I'll be dreaming about this for a long time.
Thanks. I'll leave you be now.
Wait, I have no idea what to do with myself. I thought I'd finally do something right for once in my life. And how did I end up? Covered in shit, face burned, and humiliated. I'd rather never step outside the door again.
What are you on about? You acted like a hero.
Hardly. I'm a coward and a drunk.
Who ran into the flames to save his fellow man.
Aye. And what did it get me?
If not for you, they'd have burned to ash and wouldn't even have a decent burial. This way they can pass on with dignity. So stop feeling sorry for yourself and be a bit proud. All right?
Right. Right. Thanks. Hey, look, I haven't told anyone, but I found this key during the night. I've no idea whose it is, but maybe you'll find it useful.
Thanks.
What are you sneaking around here for, you crook?
Not much left of the shed. Elijah had more luck than sense. A torch? Damn, this wasn't an accident. Someone torched the shed to cover their tracks. At least this grill is here. Rough cloth, badly charred, and bits of leather. Probably used as knee protection for work. Oil. Burns like the devil. No wonder there's barely anything left of the shed.
Strange. I must be mad. Don't come back.
Go on, find your master. Bloody flea-ridden mutt. What's that sound? If you crawl back here, you'll get the strap. I heard it.
Right then. Where to begin? I'll start with the younger one. Muscle stiff, but the body looks supple. What's that in his hair? Oof. Better mind my fingers. Rigor mortis is wearing off. He can't have been dead more than a few hours. He vomited up his guts before he died. Just like that old confessor. It's all clumped together. Looks like flour, or maybe lime. Yeah, it's flour. Ugh. Bruising, some dried blood, but no broken bones. Those bruises are odd. Regular. Almost perfectly circular. Looks like cupping marks. Someone might have tried to ease a fever or pain. He's young, but his hands are a mess. Covered in scars, nails broken, looks like hard labor. And 2 workers did go missing. That can't be a coincidence. I don't see anything odd here. Ribs intact, belly soft. No sign of violent death. Just his back and hips are badly scraped. No blood. Like he was dragged over gravel after he died. A few old scars, gravel embedded in both knees, and blood around the groin. Barely dried. Could it have leaked out after death? Mixed with bowel contents. Bloody diarrhea. Like with the infection. Now for the older one. Pale, sunken eyes, missing some teeth, though that might just be age. But that hole in his head is someone's doing. Small, round, clean, like it was drilled. I've heard of that method before, used in cases of unbearable headache or seizures. But who tried that outside the infirmary? Completely stiff. Clenched tight. Like he was ready for a fight. Rigor mortis well advanced. Died long before the fire. Skin's badly scratched. And there's a thorn stuck here. Maybe a rose? Stiff as a board. But no broken bones. Back and shoulders all scratched up. Like he was dragged through brambles. And around his neck and chest he's got red blotches on the skin. Those blotches look familiar. They're a bit like the ones on that old confessor. Looks like this poor wretch caught the same thing. Knees are scraped and scarred. He must have worked hard in his life. Well, what's clear is they didn't die in that burning hut. More likely, they succumbed to the infection spreading in the monastery. The symptoms match perfectly. Either way, it wasn't a cold-blooded murder. Someone tried to treat them, brutally, but still. And it didn't work. Someone must have hauled the bodies into that shed. And it left marks on them. It might be possible to trace where they came from.
You'll get a strap. What? No one's allowed. What are you snooping around for?
Hey? Huh? I must be mad. I am not. Fuck it. Trying to pull you down.
Any sign?
No besides the ones we already found.
Christ, our Lord be with us. How could such a thing happen? And in the house of the Lord, no less.
They weren't enough, the people are dying of plague. Now we've got a killer stalking the place.
Then mind yourself down there. I don't fancy reporting more losses to Master Ludolf.
Of course I will. I can't wait for all this to be over, so we can get the hell out.
If someone really is skulking about and killing folk, it'll land on our heads either way.
Crozier and Mitre. That'll be an abbot's tomb. This wall at the back looks odd, and this looks like the tomb of some past abbot. Maybe even Heinrich. Nice. This one's rather worn down. I think I can make out the abbot's symbol. No arrow anywhere. Bavor's crest. So it's true. What? That's not Bavor. I need to tell Crispin. Bloody hell. God have mercy on your soul.
Maybe there's something in the depository. But I can't get in there now.
Brother Crispin?
Henry, I searched through the archives again to see if I might still find something on Bavor, but so far nothing. And your search in the crypt? Did you dare go down there?
I dared. And I found a walled-off secret chamber.
What? I'd never heard of such a thing. Even Abbot Vitus never said a word about it.
It was walled up. There must have been a reason for that. But at least it explains why you couldn't find Bavor's sarcophagus all those years ago.
Well, at least now I don't feel quite so foolish. But if there was a sarcophagus, was there also, you know?
No. I was hoping, but I don't think it's that simple. There's a sarcophagus with Bavor's crest, but Bavor isn't the one lying in it.
What? You?
I had to know. Judging by the robes, I'd say it's an abbot or some other high-ranking cleric.
Good Lord, that's truly strange.
I swear it's true. But now I haven't the faintest idea what to do next. I was kind of hoping you might come up with an explanation. That chamber looked untouched for years.
Explanations do come to mind, but they're purely speculation. It's possible Bavor was never buried here at all. Or perhaps his grave was moved.
What do you mean, not buried here? Everything points to it.
Until we find the body, we can't be certain. The travel records, the accounts, all point to the intent, but not its fulfillment.
There was his coat of arms on the bottom of the sarcophagus.
Yes, which would support my second theory that his remains were moved.
But why would anyone move him? Isn't that against God's will or something?
There are reasons for it. They're internal matters of the monastery. I shouldn't be discussing them with a layman.
Oh, come on, Crispin. We're searching for Bavor together. Surely you can make an exception. Just forget for a moment I'm not a monk like you, and tell me what you know. Please.
Oh, very well. Since you're so insistent, to be laid to rest in the monastery crypt near the altar is the best one can hope for the soul of the departed. Normally such places are reserved for abbots, but this privilege can be granted to others in rare cases.
That would explain why Bavor might be buried there, but not why he isn't.
I'm getting to that. A place of such honor may be given for great deeds, or a truly generous donation. But if the person has been dead for a long time, and has no surviving kin to speak for him, then it's possible the body may be moved to make way for a deceased abbot or a potential new benefactor.
I see. And I understand that's not an easy thing for you to speak about.
Thank you. Still, the deceased isn't simply tossed aside. He's respectfully moved to another resting place, just not as prestigious.
Right. But that brings us back to the question. So where could they have moved Bavor to?
Most likely to the consecrated field next to the monastery, or the graveyard by the infirmary church of St. Cosmas and Damian.
Hang on. That consecrated field is enormous. I'll be searching for weeks, and I can't even get in there now. Better to scout the infirmary church first.
God be with you, Henry. I hope you manage to find Bavor at last.
What do you think you're doing?
What do you think you're doing?
That's one deep rut. Whoever dragged them, the poor wretches gave him a rough time. Ugh, that's disgusting. But there's no other way. A cart and rose bushes. If he dragged them through the ditch, no wonder they were in such a state. Wheel tracks. Headed that way towards the gate. Something's jammed in the lock. There's no way I can pick it. Ah, locked, damn it. This way won't work. I'll have to find another route. No. Only a madman would drag them this way. Someone would have seen something. I need to go another way. It's hopeless. I can't get it open. The tracks are clear. That cart was bloody heavy. The cart tracks lead to the herbalists. Maybe Joachim knows more. Poor beast. Who did this to you? A bit neglected. But otherwise, a nice place for one's final rest. I hope I find Bavor here, so I don't have to search the whole consecrated field. Master Bavor! Where are you hiding? What did I expect? Boleslav's crest! At last! Let's hope its lord lies somewhere nearby. And the rest. I hope this is it. The armor, the crest, the sword. It has to be him. The valiant knight Boleslav Bavor. May his soul rest in peace. Only no sign of the relic. Something's still eluding me. If he even was buried with it. Forgive me, Master Bavor. You won't be needing it anymore. My God. A crusader's sword that saw the Holy Land. A true honor. I was just leaving.
Well, what'll it be? Hear me? I've lost my patience. Surrender, and I'll take you to the abbot.
I believe in God. The start of Bavor's journey. That's probably Venice and Jerusalem. Holy relics hidden in barrels of olives. Just like he wrote in his travel records. And the attack by Mamluk bandits. No doubt Bavor had courage aplenty. The King of Cyprus, Knight Bavor, and his relic. Though that shield looks a bit different than the one in Crispin's sketch. Almost the same, only on the mural it's got that inner scutcheon added. They gave a lot of space to Bavor's crest and his elevation, likely at the knight's own request. And the same crest, including the inner scutcheon, was on the lid of his tomb. It can't be a coincidence. Let's see if I understood it right. By all the saints. Praise be to thee, Almighty Lord, and praise be to thee, merciful Christ, who suffered on the cross for us. Thank you for remembering us sinners in this time of trial, and for letting me find this treasure.
Amen. Nice choice of last words. And I'll be taking that treasure.
Who sent you?
That's no longer your concern. Get him! Take the relic from him! Show your stuff!
Hey, get him!
Bad luck! Fuck it up!
Show what you're made of!
Height! I got word there was a fight here. What in the Virgin Mary's name happened?
They attacked me. I was only defending myself.
On monastery grounds? That's most serious. The abbot must be informed without delay. The brothers will escort you to him. I'll look around a bit more and join you soon. I also want to hear what you've got to say. I hate to interrupt your grace, but something's happened that urgently requires your attention.
Did you bring more news from Masters Albic and Zacharias? How fare our sick?
No, my lord. I've brought Henry here because we apprehended him in the infirmary graveyard. There was a fight. 3 men were killed, and the grave of the bearer of the arrow crest was looted.
Boleslav Bavor? I was just telling his grace about him. The relic. Was it there?
Yes. Bavor had it placed in the compartment in the sarcophagus lid. A fragment of Christ's cross. Just as Bavor's travel record said.
Incredible! The Lord is with us in this dark hour.
Such a treasure hidden away and waiting to be revealed in a time of need. Praised be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever. And praised be the Virgin Mary, our protector.
But now, back to what Ludolf said. Did 3 people truly lose their lives?
They attacked me. I only defended myself.
But who were they? Where did they come from?
I got on the trail of the relic when I caught workers searching the monastery crypt. But those bandits... They clearly had my trail, too, since they came right for me. I reckon it's all connected, somehow.
I never told anyone. Not until just now, to his grace. And we were alone.
Ludolf, how is it that armed men managed to breach my monastery?
Please accept my apology, Your Grace. The grounds are vast and complex, and with our numbers we simply can't guard it all. I take full responsibility and will do everything in our power to ensure this doesn't happen again.
Thank you. I'm counting on you. First, the collapse in the church. Then, a foul sickness. A fire. More deaths. And now, armed raiders. It's becoming too much for our already dwindling order. Why is the Lord punishing us?
Punishing or testing? That relic, it's a sign. A promise of hope.
Perhaps, Crispin. Let's hope we interpret the Lord's intentions correctly. Henry, on my behalf and on that of our brotherhood, I thank you for recovering such a treasure for us. Let the disturbance of Sir Bavor's grave be forgiven, for you were guided by divine providence.
Thank you, Your Grace. I was glad to do it.
Ludolf, escort Henry to the infirmary. I'll keep the relic here and remain in prayer and contemplation.
As you command.
Credit where is due, you managed to recover the relic. Truly a knightly deed. May it bring us relief from this affliction. The Lord be with you, Henry.
What in damn...
You said they were better. Were you lying or just that stupid?
They took a turn for the worse. It came out of nowhere, and there was no saving them.
And those books I got for you. You've half the monastery's library in here. Did you even bother looking at them?
I read every one, but I told you 100 times, I am not a physician. I don't know what you all expected from me.
You were supposed to use your head, damn it. Now everyone and their dog is sniffing around here.
I couldn't just...
I thought I made myself clear. They stay here, you don't leave, and nobody must know a thing.
But what was I supposed to do? Your master...
Provided you with everything you needed, and paid you generously. Or am I wrong? What about that fire? Were you just covering your ass, or planning to rat on us too?
They were infected. For the sake of everyone in the monastery, I did what had to be done.
Doing what has to be done. For everyone's sake. Dennis!
Pray for a quick death, you bastard!
Did you?
He's gone. Hold on. I'll fetch help.
Don't trouble yourself, son. But please, stay.
No. No, I'll run for Albic.
Pray with me. The Lord will soon welcome me.
All right. But I need to ask you something first.
Yes?
Why did you set the shed alight? Were you trying to get rid of the bodies?
Get rid of them? No. But should they rot under my roof? I only hoped the fire would consume them, and that'd be the end of it.
Did you try to treat those poor souls yourself?
I did my best. On the orders of Master Zacharias, I tried everything, even against their will, but either the sickness had advanced too far, or I simply lacked the knowledge.
All right. And now the prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Oh, Christ above. Go with God. Amen.
To your health, my friend. Hopefully the worst is behind us.
May not a drop go to waste.
You rats! Hey! Henry! It was his fault those two died. He was the first to know about the epidemic, and he tried to keep everything hushed up. He blackmailed the herbalist to hide them and treat them at his place. And when those bodies were found, what did he do? He sent that lackey of his to get rid of him.
Joachim's
dead. And that Dinesh of yours too.
So now you kill me?
Give me just one more reason. Albic? Albic, what is it?
If I were you, I'd hold back a while. For everyone's sake.
You poisoned him? Why?
Calm down. He's still breathing.
What do you mean, still?
Whether he survives is up to you, and whether you're finally willing to cooperate.
You're mad. You want me to help you? Now, after all this?
If you're looking for someone to blame, try yourself. None of this would have happened if you hadn't kept getting in my way.
Don't try that on me. I thought you and Albic were friends. He never did anything to deserve this.
Albic may not realize it, but half his shining reputation is thanks to me. Next to someone young and inexperienced, it's easy to look like a master. You saw it yourself. Even the Right Reverend didn't trust me. Me, royal physician to King Sigismund. But once Master Albic showed up, suddenly everything was different. And all he had to do was repeat the same things I'd already said.
So you only pretended to be his friend? All the while you looked down on him? Speak, traitor. What do you want from me?
I want Albic's closely guarded records on the treatment of King Wenceslas.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb. Albic spent a lot of time with him. I want to know what he wrote down.
So, it was you who turned our chamber upside down?
Me? No, that was Dinesh.
And if I bring you the records, you'll give me the antidote?
Not so fast. There's one more thing. Something King Sigismund himself would greatly value. Apparently, somewhere in this monastery, there's a relic from the Holy Land, brought here years ago by a knight.
And that's what those workers were after. But they failed.
Morons.
You mean the relic of the knight Boleslav Bavor?
So you've already found it? I might have known. Those idiots searched wherever they could, and all they managed was to open those plague-ridden graves. And where is it now?
How did you even hear about it? If the legend of Bavor was so well known, someone would have found the relic long ago.
Coincidence, my friend. A stroke of good fortune.
I'm not your...
Not long ago, some of Bavor's king came to King Sigismund. They wanted to search for the relic and begged him for the means. The king showed interest, of course, but wanted it for himself, and threw those poor sods out without a second thought. As it happens, I was in Buda reading Bavor's travel records, and I knew his grave was somewhere here in Sedlitz. That gave me the chance to serve His Majesty and help myself in the process.
Touching tale.
So I'll ask again. Where is it?
I'd say it's with the abbot. And he's not likely to hand it over just like that. It's a holy relic, after all.
You gave it to him. 1,000 Babylonian whores. Either way, if you want Albic to survive, you'll bring it to me. And I don't care how you do it. Once you've got the relic and the records, come to the church. We'll meet there. And one last piece of advice. Hurry. The substance acts slowly, but the longer you make Albic wait, the worse the consequences.
And what's to stop me grabbing you by the neck, beating the antidote out of you, and dragging you to the abbot?
The fact I'm not a fool. I haven't got the antidote on me. So we can go to the abbot and spend hours blaming each other. Meanwhile, Albic will die right here on the cold ground in a puddle of his own vomit. If he's to survive, we do this my way. Do we understand each other?
Absolutely.
That's how it should be.
Henry, the records, they're behind the scales.
What? What scales? Albic. I can't just hand the real records over to Zacharias.
Henry, is something wrong? I just saw Master Zacharias. He nearly knocked me over, then ran out without a word.
Benedict, I need you to take care of Master Albic.
Lord have mercy. I had a feeling he couldn't avoid that illness forever.
He's not ill. He's been poisoned.
What? By whom?
Zacharias slipped something into his wine. He's still alive, but if I don't get the antidote quickly...
He'll die. But why would Zacharias do that?
It's a long story. Right now, I need you to look after Albic. He's in his bed, and in a bad state.
I'll keep an eye on him. And what will you do?
I'm gonna find the antidote, and then settle things with Zacharias.
Very well. May God go with you.
I heard something.
There are scales here, too. In the hand of Archangel Michael. Those are the records. Lord Almighty, thank you.
Who's there? What? Did I imagine it?
Crispin, I wanted to thank you for helping me look for Bavor.
It was not only an honor, lad, but a pleasure.
And for that very reason, I must tell you one more thing. Behind those workers, the armed men who ambushed me in the graveyard, and really behind all our misfortune, was Zacharias.
By all the saints. But that... how did you find out?
The worst possible way. He poisoned Master Albic, and will let him die unless I give him Bavor's relic. That's what he was after all along.
Merciful Christ, be with us. Such treacherous villainy.
Aye. Treacherous villainy is putting it mildly. But we can still put it all right. And I won't stop until I do. That I promise you. I just wanted you to know the whole truth. Whatever happens.
I... thank you for your trust. And you have mine. Then go, quickly, and save Master Albic. I'll be with you in prayer. May Albic's life be spared, and the traitor not escape justice.
I've got a bit of an odd question.
That doesn't surprise me. We live in strange times, brother.
Well, that's for certain. But if I wanted to make a book or a document that matched the original as closely as possible, what should I be careful about?
Why are you asking?
Brother, I'm speaking to you scholar to scholar, and I won't take much of your time. In my studies, I came across certain writings with rather intriguing ideas. I'd like to spread them beyond the walls of this monastery.
A most noble idea, brother. I shall advise you. You must make sure to choose matching covers and the same type of parchment. If you have the original in front of you, it shouldn't be hard to imitate the script and style.
Covers? Parchment? Where would I find such things?
That I truly don't know. Here in the library we only have very basic parchment. It depends what exactly you need. Perhaps in town, some scriptoriums might be better equipped.
Scriptoriums? Right. Thanks. Maybe I should read the real records first. Goodness. No wonder Albert guarded them so closely. There's a lot here that could be used against the king. So, how to go about it? These records should definitely resemble the original as closely as possible, so they look right at first glance. How would such a document begin, I wonder? In the records I've read, Albert didn't address the king directly and kept things factual. There's no greeting. Albert just goes straight into advising the king. Well, what next? I suppose I should get straight to what's troubling the king. But what might that be? The records mention headaches and stomach pain. So the king's got headaches and stomach cramps. But what did Albert advise him? He definitely advised him to drink less. Right, that's about halfway. What next? Sigismund is surely wondering why King Wenceslas has no heirs, and Albert knows that King Wenceslas is infertile. Then I'll just write that King Wenceslas shall never have an heir. He's infertile. Right, that's sorted. And how to end it? Maybe some general recommendation? Don't lose your temper, and plenty of salt and pepper. That's advice. Right. That looks good.
doing here?
What are you trying to pull?
Father, I truly hate to disturb you.
You? You have no business being here. Who do you think you are that the curfew doesn't apply to you?
Wait, hear me out.
Guards!
Zacharias poisoned Master Albic.
What? What did you say? Why would he do such a thing?
Because he wants to trade Albic's life for the records on King Wenceslas's treatment, and on top of that, the relic from the Holy Land. So, may I stay? Or will you have me removed?
Right. From the start, then.
Forgive me, Father, but I haven't time to explain it all in detail. Master Albic is in a bad way.
As you wish. And I, too, have no time to bother with this. This whole matter is so suspicious, I don't know whom or what to believe.
Albic is your friend. He said as much about you, and he needs help. I know it may all sound sudden and unbelievable, but the only thing that matters now is that Albic's life is at stake. If we lose him, we might as well mourn the sick now, because Zacharias won't lift a finger to help them.
Well, very well then. Even amid uncertain circumstances, we must act. And I pray I act correctly. I shall entrust you with the relic. But please, take care of it. May it be preserved for our monastery.
Thank you for your trust, Father. I'll do my best to see it return to you.
From this moment, the curfew no longer applies to you. The knights at my door will inform everyone else. And do speak to Sir Ludolf. Perhaps one of his men has gear that'll suit you too.
Thank you again, Father.
You can thank me later. Right now, get moving.
Good to see you.
Greetings. Sir Ludolf, I spoke with His Grace the Abbot, and...
Words already reached me. My men are ready to assist you, should it come to that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But there's one more thing. We may be facing a fight, and I arrived at the monastery without any equipment.
Our supplies aren't vast, but we can at least offer you a cuirass and a gambeson. There's a cuirass ready on this stand in the tent. If you want it, it's yours.
Thank you, sir. Aye. This could come in handy. Well, unless Zacharias has a hand cannon hidden somewhere.
have it. It's good to see you keep your word.
I hope you'll do the same.
You did the right thing. It'd be a shame to let someone like Albec die so... disgracefully. But first things first. Do you have the relic?
I do. Here it is.
Christ. Truly. Dear God. It's unbelievable. Sigismund, he... Yes, but... Also, hand me the records.
There. Let's hope they're worth the hellish torment you've got coming.
Oh. Judging by what's written in them, I'd say they are. Thank you. May the Lord repay you.
Head up!
Men, hold them back!
Stop this madness! This is the house of God!
I'll beat you to a blood...
The door's open. This way. Oh, damn. Locked. But where am I supposed to find the key now? Oh, damn it. Where now?
Give up! It's over.
You. If it wasn't for you, none of this would have happened!
But what?
And we can still fix this. We can still help everyone!
I don't believe a word you say. Give me that antidote and surrender.
And then what? You take the only thing you need, and then you kill me. Like you did Dinesh. Or you arrest me, and you hand me over to Sigismund. You know very well what you'll do to me.
This has to stop. Enough people have died already. Now give me that antidote.
I can't. I can't disappoint Sigismund again. I'd rather take my chances with you.
Zacharias.
At last. Peace. Ironic, don't you think?
Why? Why all this?
I had no choice. Sigismund. I couldn't fail him again.
What's Sigismund got to do with it?
I couldn't help him. And he doesn't forgive failure. Not in himself. And even less so in others.
What was it you couldn't help Sigismund with?
That's between me, His Majesty, and soon, God.
So you mean to stay loyal to Sigismund? All the way to the grave?
Exactly. As the king demands.
Then at least tell me. Does Sigismund deserve it?
No, he doesn't. Like most rulers, really. So, if you really want to know, I couldn't help him.
Sigismund is infertile.
Their whole line is cursed with it. That never occurred to you. Wenceslas has no heirs either. Well, at least no legitimate ones. And Albec knows that all too well.
Why did you want the relic? What would Sigismund even do with it?
Sigismund. He's unable to father an heir. I tried to treat it somehow, but it was all in vain. And his patience was wearing thin. So I turned to God, with God's help. perhaps Sigismund would finally succeed. And I'd win back his trust.
Why did you want Wenceslas's records from me?
Don't you get it? I wanted to know how Albic treats Wenceslas. His infertility. And Sigismund would certainly appreciate it if I told him all the secrets of Wenceslas's health. Maybe then he'd give me another chance.
Give me the antidote.
Don't worry. Soon, you'll be able to take it yourself.
If there's anything else you want to say, now's the time.
I'd like to, but I can't. Yes, I can't speak anymore.
Here. This'll ease the pain.
Thank you.
So what was it you wanted to tell me?
I didn't want any of this to happen.
Already said that.
I mean all of it. Even before the Sigismund, I was so happy when he made me his court physician. I was so grateful to Albic. But then, when he found out I knew about poisons, at first it was just once. But then he kept asking for more, and then he didn't ask. He ordered. I didn't want. I didn't want to be a wicked man.
Why are you telling me this?
So you'll live better than I did. So you'll always think carefully about who you serve.
Your time has come, Zacharias. Rest in peace.
Will you pray for me, please?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. Amen.
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 In hardship, a man finds how much strength he really has.
It's a harsh lesson, no doubt, but one you will carry all your life. And should it happen again, you will be ready.
The monastery will need time to recover. But with God's help and thanks to brothers like you, Benedict, we'll manage.
Thank you, Father. I'll gladly get back to work straight away.
Work, order are the foundation.
Weren't you listening?
Strong
We let not
faith
one, but
will
two
overcome even the worst of the devil's
the
sins.
I saw how illness can change a man. Some find hope in prayer, others lose their faith.
That's human nature. It's easy to convince the suffering that God has forgotten them.
But it's in the worst of times that we must cling to love and reverence.
Today I cleaned the last bed in the infirmary.
I suppose you're getting ready to leave us?
I'd like to stay a little while longer, if that's all right.
Of course. You and Albeck helped us so much. God knows how many brothers would no longer be with us were it not for Albeck's treatment. That wouldn't have happened if you hadn't found the antidote for him. Albeck owes you his life, Henry.
Will I be allowed to visit the monastery again someday?
Of course. You'll always be welcome here.
What will become of the monastery now? The sickness has passed, but still...
Still, we'll feel its consequences for a long time to come. Once the people hear of it, pilgrims will avoid the monastery for a time. We were struggling already, but without their offerings, we'll have to cut back.
Still, it could have turned out far worse. The death toll could have been far higher.
I didn't mean to sound ungrateful, Henry. I just don't want to delude myself. We've got a lot of renunciation ahead, and even more work.
I'll go and speak with the others.
But of course.
Sometimes I hear the brothers whispering.
Henry.
Everyone standing here is here thanks to you.
Oh, your words please me. But you're wrong. I may have helped heal them, but I wouldn't even be here myself without you. I can't imagine how it all would have turned out if not for you and your courage.
I was glad to help.
I owe you my life, and I'll never forget it. I only regret that we couldn't save Zacharias. How could I have been so foolish?
Well, he was your friend, after all. You couldn't have known what he'd become. Or what he'd be capable of. Did you really know him as well as you thought?
Did I know him well? Do you know how Zacharias even got his position at court? It was I who recommended him to Sigismund to be appointed his personal physician. I handed Zacharias straight into the usurper's clutches. The venomous vipers writhing at the feet of the self-proclaimed king surely influenced him.
We probably should have expected it. He was loyal to Sigismund through and through, and that says something.
Time will tell. Right now, I don't even know what to think.
What will you do now? Return to Kuttenberg?
Yes, just as soon as I get that letter of recommendation from Father Jan to Sigismund, so I can visit King Wenceslas.
I think he owes you that, after everything you've done for the monastery. You risked your own neck.
Unwillingly. But it still makes a strong argument in my favor.
Sigismund is holding Wenceslas in Vienna. Will you head straight there, then?
I'll wait for the first suitable opportunity, gather everything I need, and then set out. And what about you, Henry? What's next for you?
I've already done what was most important here. And where the road takes me next, God knows. But my lord is actually getting married soon. So, I should probably be there. Well, I suppose I ought to be going.
I won't keep you. Perhaps we'll meet again someday.
It was an honor to meet you, Master. Take care.
Likewise, Henry. God be with you.
In just a few days at the infirmary, I
Don't think I can't see you.
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
You'd better believe it.